We've uncovered new information that needs to... We're counting on you, our friend. Here are the facts. Amal Macmillan, politician, pro-time loop activist and violator of human rights, actually leads the group that activated the time loop. Amal Macmillan is the person who ordered to activate the time loop. She acted without democratic consent, and even though she will spread the news and make sure it sticks beyond the...
Finally, you'll be happy to know... Get on.
Thought about what to vote yet? Start thinking now. Don't think it doesn't affect you, because it will.
Don't let others decide for you.
There is no excuse.
I'll be there as a member.
Another great Girl, you're...
Thanks.
But seriously, get informed. You owe it to yourself.
We'll be talking about the vote all week, so if you have thoughts or opinions on the time loop, let us know.
Amal Macmillan, politician, pro-time loop activist, and violator of human rights, actually leads the group that activated the time loop.
Wait, what?
Sorry, I was distracted.
We said we would take all opinions on this subject seriously.
Are we being lied to by the government? I know.
Students, friends...
Your space is his for the taking, his ego this close to breaking.
Amal Macmillan.
Wait, what? We said we would take...
Are we being lied to?
Find a co-host for 8. Apparently, so in order to improve the... And that's... I don't even know if she's really called that. She doesn't have a collar, so I... Anyway, so if you have any, please send them in, and Sadie will bark.
Thanks for messing up our segment.
No, we respect you.
Sure.
But
That was so unnecessary. Who cares if the story's true, as long as the story's a...
let's ask the listeners. What's your opinion on lying? Send us your statement on the subject.
Are we?
Next! And can I just remind you all that Sadie's specialty is answering yes-no questions on the subject of the government. Somebody sent us a clip, and I'm not... Yes, I totally so. Please help us raise the quality of this show and...
Yes?
Well...
My boy, my son, then...
I bet he...
My son, he ran away when he was 12, but he came back.
Of the day.
Information that needs to...
His unilateral implementation of the Minister Macmillan has foreign politics. A printing fact. 2 victims were killed. Both the weather today. And finally, you'll be happy. In the studio, we have physician scientist.
Thank you.
Professor Thomas, you've been researching the effects of a possible time loop on public health. Am I correct?
Yes. You have to remember, it's all very academic. Together with our...
Your report mentions should we be worried?
Let me...
Are you talking about side effects?
Regarding...
So in real life, a brain tumor...
You're twist...
I'm not saying anything.
No, but...
If this time loop could have a negative impact on our health, don't you agree that the public... If this time loop could have a negative impact on our health, don't you agree that the public needs to know this before they vote?
I don't...
Online. Send us...
Pro-humans in general. Oh yeah, and dogs. Next! And can I just remind you all that... So, please help us raise the quality...
You and me both.
Okay.
Sungate tooth.
It's time for my... It's time. Today...
Yes?
Is that Rakeem? This is...
Employees of the factory. And in the studio.
Together with...
Your report should... Are you... So in I'm not...
No.
If this time...
I don't think it's... Our research is still...
Okay, I understand.
We actually have...
There was also an interest...
Indeed. Some of our test subjects experience... Which is interesting because we think this...
Has your research influenced your own opinion on the
I'm not giving out advice on how to vote if that's what you're...
But if you can't advise us, who can?
The government does a lot in...
But they're no scientists. They choose out of ideology or for economic reasons. Several foreign...
Brushes. Say...
Amal Macmillan,
Behind you. Oh, it's going to be an interesting morning because... Please welcome my... Sadie hasn't found...
News. We will continue with our underground action. We will, so help us, be You can make an impact. You've taken the first step already. Now, use the student's reaction and pass it on. Pass it on, so that eventually the harsh truth will reach the news outlets. Nobody will dare to answer the uncomfortable questions asked by, but if their words could at least be heard, for want of any, this is why the students need you. All of you. They need. The students have answered. It hasn't brought preconceived answers. But this is how you tell fact from fiction. Yet we cannot let these questions gather them and spread them to the right channel. This is our. We will continue.
So an interesting.
On it.
Local thinking nothing of making a human being deranged. They will
Amal,
We said we.
Are we being lied to by the government?
This is.
Well, for ages now. Apparently, according to data, shows with 2 presenters are more successful.
Are we being lied to by the government?
Sadie, this one's for you, darling. I guess Sadie is still undecided. Meanwhile, let's ponder on the idea. Remember I told you in fact, my canine son, she brought her dog to work today, and I thought it'd be fun to wind up the station managers a bit. Wow, what? Well, guess what? So, here's my statement. Feel free to repeat it. There is nothing wrong with lying every now and again. So, in order to improve the rating...
follow him home.
Sure.
Bye.
That was...
Call.
Who cares if the...
Let's ask the listeners. What's your opinion on lying? Send us your statement on the subject.
Meanwhile, our listeners sent us this.
So, here's my statement, and feel free to repeat it. There is nothing wrong with lying every now and again.
Do you agree, Shell?
Well, let me tell you a story. I was supposed...
Bummer. You should have...
You wish. So, my friend, she was having pulsating headaches because the time loop has already been implemented.
Sounds like something messed up her mind, all right?
But I felt like shit afterwards. What if she's really going bonkers?
Well, I hope your friend isn't listening now.
Sungate toothbrushes.
All right, this is...
Information that is too important. We're counting on you. Look at what we did. The people are talking about the time loop. You will have to put the truth in front of them. You have heard the voice of the people. It's time to connect their info to the news, to the experts. We will continue with our underground actions, and we will so help us before the loop resets again. You can make an impact. You can connect with the journalists and latch onto their interests and frame our truth into their. New facts are coming to the surface. How many of them are waiting below ground? Spreading these new facts will reveal new information. As if one last step. Can you see how close we are? Once the truth is known, the power of all of this. We will continue with we will show them, so help us.
The related area of migraine.
Can I hang up now?
Bye.
That was so unnecessary. I mean,
Call.
who cares?
Let's ask the listeners. What's your opinion on lying?
Sungate toothbrush.
All right, this is...
Information that is too important not to get out there.
We're trying to buy something and there's lots of people, but... Next time, take your fucking money out of your purse. I mean, it's not like, thank you.
Are we being lied to by the government?
Sadie, this one's for...
Want them to embrace.
Employees of the factory. It's unclear whether the ballots for the upcoming time loop vote were affected.
Please stand by while we're resetting our call system.
Weather today. And finally, you'll be happy to know that our listener comment system is back online, so you'll be able to send us your messages again. By the way, we're getting men. Please be aware that we can't broadcast anything that hasn't been fact-checked.
Delusions.
Well, I hope your friend isn't listening now.
A bowl of...
Just isn't. They're thinking nothing of making a human being deranged. They will.
Amal Macmillan.
Wait, what?
Sorry.
We said we would take all opinions on this.
Are we being lied?
This is a scoop.
I know.
Students, friends.
He hasn't found her radio voice yet, but a bowl of water should do the trick. So, basically, the station management is apparent. So, and that she does. So, if
am I on? Yeah, I think it's she must be terrified and overheated with the
studio lights.
You must think you're so funny with a female dog.
Feminism is so overrated. And can I just remind you all that please help us raise the
Yes? My boy, my sweet, loyal boy. He's
of the day. Information that needs to be shared. Information that is too important. We're counting on you. Friends, look at what we did. The elite won't be able to look away from. You will have to put the truth in front. You have heard the voice of the people. It's time to connect their info to the news. We will continue with our underground actions. And when the time comes, when we have enough people rallied, we will show them.
Delta 5, please switch tracks. Mac. Maybe one for Mac. Why? We have any empty platform. Thank you. Imagine what would happen. I want to see those asses at HQ. What's that? No. Thanks, Mac. Yeah, I'll remember that. Maybe one for platformers. Time loop? I don't know. Haven't thought about it. Brace yourselves. I feel another overhaul of the timetable coming up. How long is that time loop going to be? Will we still be arriving in time? Shit. Will we even arrive at all? Geez, I'm now seeing visions of trains leaving the station, only to start their... Mac? Do you have... Platform 2, yes. I've done this for 24 years, Mac. Everyone here,
We are calling Ricky. Is that your... Oh, Ricky. Let's ask the listeners. What's your opinion on that?
Sungate.
A listener sent us. Do you agree?
Well, let me tell you a story.
Bummer.
You wish. So, my friend said she was having pulsating headaches because the time loop has already been implemented. And it's messing with her mind.
Sounds like something.
You'll be happy to know that our listener comment system is back online, so you'll be able to send us your messages again. Just a second, we've received an interesting message.
So, my friend said she was having pulsating headaches because the time loop has already been implemented. And it's messing with her mind.
Pulsating headaches. This sounds very much like something you found in your research.
It does. But since the time loop hasn't been implemented yet, this is most likely something else.
To be honest, we've gotten some messages from listeners who seem adamant that the time loop has already been implemented.
And you have investigated this?
No, we've not discussed this until now because, obviously, we have a duty to stick to the facts and not spread uninvestigated rumours.
Obviously, and I certainly don't want to add fuel to stories like that.
But this individual with headache symptoms could be the missing link we're looking for.
I have to be honest, I am intrigued. My science heart is beating faster, so to say.
And my investigative journalism heart. If you're the person experiencing the headaches, please get in touch. I feel we have a moral duty to investigate this. Also, Minister Amal Macmillan is in the studio tomorrow. I'll personally see to it that we discuss these details with her. I won't rest until we get to the bottom of this. That's my promise to you as a journalist.